Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
foreign foods that are banned in the U.S.
Ooh,
The obvious.
what? Oh,
Americans love food.
What?
I know one.
Kinder
Kinder egg.
Yeah, the Kinder
But
egg. That's the
aside
only
from
one I
that,
know.
And in the U.S., you can buy anything imaginable at restaurants, farms,
Yum.
markets, and other stores. Well, almost anything.
Almost
The U.S.
anything.
Food and Drug Administration has banned many foods from being sold or eaten in the United States.
Oh no, not just that. Like we can't eat horse meat, and we see some countries eat
yeah,
horse.
that's true.
I think so. There's gonna be a bunch of meats banned. No, because I don't know. I remember. I think Peru. No, not Peru. I'm sorry, Chile. I think we saw they eat horse meat. We can't eat horse meat. So
For various reasons. So, today we're going to take a look at some foreign foods that are not allowed in the USA. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to The Weird Pot. Now, let's take an illicit trip on the wild side of food.
Haggis.
Scotland is known for a number of wonderful things, like Scotch whiskey, bagpipes, and Sean Connery. But it's also known for eating haggis.
What is haggis?
What is haggis?
Haggis, for those who don't know, is a type of pudding composed of the liver, heart, and lungs of a sheep, mixed with beef and oatmeal, then seasoned with onions, cayenne peppers, and other spices.
Pudding?
This mixture is then packed into
Pudding. It might be maybe how we have the. No, but that's gelatin. That's not pudding. No.
the sheep's stomach and boiled.
How revolting!
This might not sound appetizing to everyone, but Scottish people are
like the
really into
color.
it. In fact, haggis is the national dish of Scotland, and if you get it there, it's usually accompanied by turnips and mashed potatoes. Americans who like haggis, however, are out of luck, because haggis is currently banned from being imported into the
Why?
United States. The U.S. banned all foods that are made from animal lungs in 1971.
Oh,
Interesting. Why?
I didn't know that.
Oh, that's interesting.
Since then, Scotland has made several efforts to influence the U.S. into lifting the ban on haggis and changing federal food safety regulations, but they've come up short each time. Too bad Sean Connery.
I mean, the food does not exactly look appetizing,
Yeah.
but I wonder what's the reasoning behind banning the lungs. Is lungs like a bad meat or what? I don't know. I've never heard. I don't know. I have no idea.
Isn't around to ask that.
Beluga caviar.
Really?
Sometimes the U.S.
I
bans
thought they
foods
get
for
that
health.
here.
We,
I thought they get that here. I think it's expensive.
well, caviar we definitely can
But
get.
beluga, I've seen people.
Beluga is a whale, right? Or what is it?
I don't know.
Concerns about the dish itself. But there are other reasons John Q. Law might stop you from enjoying a particular meal. For example, to protect an endangered species. Such is the case with beluga caviar. Caviar is, of course, fish eggs. Beluga caviar comes from the beluga sturgeon,
Oh no, it's not a whale. I'm tripping. Okay.
which is the largest of the sturgeons, weighing more than 2,000 pounds and measuring more than 15 feet long. It can take up to
Weigh more than 2,000 pounds? Did I heard that right?
No, go back.
of the sturgeons, weighing more than 2,000 pounds and
How is that little fish they're holding? Well, it's not little, but how's that fish they're holding
Go
2,000
back.
pounds?
Go back. Back.
For what? Which one here again?
Back again. And play.
such is the case with beluga caviar. Caviar is, of course, fish eggs. Beluga caviar comes from the beluga sturgeon, which is the largest of the sturgeons, weighing more than 2,000 pounds and measuring more than 15 feet long.
I don't understand.
That is not 2,000. Ain't no way like 4 people would be able to hold 2,000 pounds fish.
It can take up to 25 years for the female
Unless this is like a record. How the
Maybe it's
biggest?
200 pounds.
beluga to mature and produce eggs. Beluga caviar varies in color from light to dark gray and is the largest grain caviar. Their pearls are the most delicate and have a mild, buttery flavor.
So
In
I think why you're saying people, they're so expensive because they maybe get it from black market,
I've seen them go to the store and get it.
2005, however, the United States banned beluga caviar from further import due to overfishing. The U.S. was consuming about 60% of the world's beluga caviar, which is considered the Rolls-Royce of caviar, due to costing $200 per ounce. In fact, beluga caviar was so desirable that the available stock declined by 90%. Overfishing of the beluga can mostly be traced back to poaching in the black market, but that's just academic now. The bottom line is, no beluga caviar for Americans anymore.
Can't confirm
Maybe,
and deny.
maybe it's like super expensive because there's not any more coming in.
Yeah, but for sure it's banned in 2005. It wouldn't last from 2005.
I don't know. I could have sworn I seen.
I can't Google
Beluga.
beluga caviar to see if anything
I
pops
saw it in
up.
California in the show called Shots of Sunset. One of the people offered, this is beluga.
But how do you know they bought it like legally, not in the black market?
I don't know. But I recognize even seeing the canister it comes in.
At the Marquee store, they do have it though.
But that's why I think it maybe don't expire. I don't know.
They have Marquee's Beluga Caviar. Yeah, the Marquee's is the one on 79th Street. The little Russian store.
How much they charge for theirs? A lot, no?
For 1 ounce, 28 grams, $770.
Yeah.
But they do have it.
I don't know.
Maybe
There's a limit.
Oh! This rare molluscal caviar comes from American farmed purebred beluga. You cannot import it. You can raise them here.
Oh.
That's the
Okay. Oh, no, not crazy.
So, as we've seen, the U.S. might ban a food for being unsafe, or because it derives from a species.
You know what? This is the plum I grew up eating. Because the plums y'all have, like, I think...
I've never seen plums.
No, the plums are like this color. They're like kind of reddish.
I actually like plums. Maybe we should get some
At
plums.
risk, but there's yet another reason.
Yeah, these are the plums I grew up eating. Y'all plums are different. I thought it was just a different thing, but what bad?
And trading concerns. Take the Mirabel Plum, which is the small, oval-shaped and dark yellow fruit grown on the Mirabel Plum tree. It's sweet and full of flavor, and is used in fruit preserves and dessert pies. The fruit can mostly be found in France, where 70% of the world's Mirabel production occurs. The production of the Mirabel Plum has been supported since 1996 by protected geographical indication to help guarantee its authenticity. The protected origin designation makes
Now, I don't know if I was eating Mirabel plums per se, but they were looking more like this than the dark plums you have here.
illegal to import or commercially sell the plums in the U.S. That being said, regular folks can grow them on their own property, as long as you don't try to sell them. Unpasteurized milk, or raw milk, is milk that comes directly from an animal's udder and hasn't been heat
I'm
treated or
surprised you could
pasteurized.
bring this fruit in the airport. Like, you can pass through customs with a banned fruit branch.
No, you can't.
So then how can you grow it in your own home and not sell it? Where did you get it in the first place?
Seed?
So you could, I guess you could take
Legally,
seeds.
no, but
Oh.
unpasteurized milk. I understand the unpasteurized milk because of the bacteria and foreign bacteria and whatnot.
To kill any bacteria. Sounds great, right?
Oh, indeed it does.
Well, it may not be. Raw milk carries a higher risk of being contaminated with harmful bacteria that causes foodborne illnesses than pasteurized milk does.
Who would drink it like
Children,
that
in
then?
particular, are at...
Who would drink it like that then?
I did. When I was a kid. They would milk a cow right in front of you, drink a milk.
Are you fine? Are you okay?
a higher risk for these diseases because their
Well,
immune systems have not...
It's fresh milk, so nothing would happen to it. What they're
What
saying
if
is...
the cow was sick?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess, but what they're saying is, you know, if it stays out for whatever, it can start growing bacteria. That's why you can't import it.
fully developed. The FDA banned the interstate sale or distribution of raw milk in the U.S., but states are able to adopt their own laws for the sale of raw milk. Given the risk, you might think that states would want to stop people from drinking the stuff, but not so much. In fact, drinking and consuming unpasteurized milk is 100% legal in all 50 states. That being said, only 13 states allow the sale of raw milk in retail stores. Of the other 37, 20 states prohibit the sale of raw milk, and 17 states allow the sale of raw milk on the farm in which it was produced.
Okay, I got it. So if you have a cow, you milk it, do whatever you want with it. You can't sell it though. Okay.
And at the very least, many of the states that allow the selling of raw milk require a warning label informing consumers about the risk of pathogens that can be found in the milk. There is currently something of a movement in the United States to consume organic and
But why does the title says foreign foods? This is milk is not a foreign food though.
locally grown foods. Some believe that raw milk is more nutritious and provides good bacteria for the body.
In Europe, you can sell raw milk.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Sassafras oil is extracted from the dried root bark of the sassafras tree. The tree, in case you want to go looking for one, stands anywhere from 20 to 40 feet tall, with slender branches and orange and brown colored bark. The leaves are oval and can grow to 3 to 7 inches long, and the flowers are small and of a greenish or yellow color. Historically speaking, sassafras has played a big role in various cultures around the world. For example, many Native American tribes use it for various medicinal purposes. including to help with acne, urinary disorders, and fevers. It can also be found in Chinese medications to help treat rheumatism and trauma.
Imagine being a Native American and you have like, oh my god, I have an acne. Let me put this on. I need
The
it.
twigs from the plant were once used as toothbrushes, and sassafras was also used as an early anesthetic and disinfectant. Not only that, but sassafras was found in many distinct foods in the U.S., and it was known as a key ingredient in many root beers and teas. Sounds pretty useful,
So
right?
why did they get rid of
Don't
it?
start celebrating just yet. The FDA prohibits all sassafras bark, oil, and saffrole as flavorings or food additives. Sassafras is no longer considered safe for human consumption. It was actually banned all the way back in 1979 after research linked it to cancer. Also, when too much sassafras oil is consumed, poisoning could possibly occur. The ortolan is a small, colorful bird in the bunting
Is it
family,
food?
a category that also includes
Honestly, though, I thought the
Egg, maybe?
video would be more about like the foods. This is like, I mean, I guess technically these are foods, but not like, it's kind of like exotic stuff. Not, I thought it would be more like the Kinder Eggs type, you know, where you, like, you know the food, but you're like, oh my
But,
god,
ooh,
you
I
can't
wanna
eat
try
it here.
it.
Yeah, like, we're seeing like what, a bird? Like what?
American tree sparrows. Once upon a time, in a faraway land called France, the ortolan was a chief ingredient in a highly controversial meal. The recipe called for the bird to be cooked for 8 minutes and served with the head attached. The bird was then meant to be eaten whole, including the head and bones. Due to its rarity, the killing and selling of the ortolan was banned in France in the 1990s. But that didn't stop poachers who continued to catch the small bunting and sell it to local restaurants. In fact, the law was so inconsequential that France's League for the Protection of Birds claimed that the ortolan population dropped 30% even after the ban was enacted. This forced the government to enact more stringent enforcement in 2007. But the killing of the rare bird is less controversial than the barbaric way in which it is killed. It starts with the birds being trapped during their migratory season and kept in covered cages. Since the ortolan eats more at night, covering the cages cruelly tricks them into gorging on grain, even to the point where their bodies double in size. This is a less gruesome variation on an alleged ancient practice in which the bird's eyes would be plucked out, fooling them into thinking it was night so that they would eat more. Either way, once the ortolans are fattened up, they're thrown, still alive mind you, into a vat of armagnac, which both drowns and marinates them. France now strictly enforces the ban on killing ortolans. In fact, the killing, cooking, or smuggling of the bird anywhere in the European Union or the United States is currently a crime.
Dang, it was that good.
Kazu marzu, translated into English, means rotten cheese. And if that doesn't sound horrible enough to you already, then allow us to point out that it's also known as maggot cheese.
That is disgusting. Who the fuck eats that shit? That is disgusting.
Now you're probably thinking something like, okay, it has a disgusting name, but it's just a name, right? Well, this Sardinian cheese is typically soaked in brine, smoked, and then left to ripen in a cheese cellar. So far so good. But then, cheesemakers set it outside, uncovered, allowing cheesing flies to lay eggs inside it. The eggs hatch into maggots, which start feeding on the cheese.
I'm about to throw out. Oh, this is disgusting.
Maggots produce enzymes that promote fermentation and cause fats within the cheese to decompose. The cheese becomes super soft and leaves a burn on the tongue when eaten. Local Sardinians say the cheese is only good when the maggots are still moving. If the maggots are dead, then the cheese has gone bad and is too toxic for consumption. Kazu is not in compliance with European Union hygienic standards.
That is
What
disgusting.
country?
Well, Sardinia, so Italy, but what the fuck? Shark fins. Yeah, man, this video is not what I expected. We're seeing a lot of gross stuff. I really thought it would be Kinder Eggs all over the place or something like that.
Movies like 1975's Jaws make it seem like humans have a lot to fear from sharks. But in reality, the reverse is far more true. In fact, finning, the act of cutting off a shark's fin, is one of the greatest threats that sharks face. It's so dangerous because after a shark is finned, it's thrown back in the sea, where it may drown, bleed to death, or be eaten by other animals. Fortunately, for those who want to protect the sharks, there is still a large market for shark fins to make shark fin soup, which is a popular and luxurious Asian dish. Shark fins are very popular in Asia and can be found in food stores, pharmacies, and fishing villages. The demand for shark fins has led to sharks being targeted solely for their fins. But don't expect to try that soup in the US anytime soon. The practice of finning is illegal in the United States. Ackee appears to be a very delightful and delicious fruit, but appearances can be deceiving. For if the ackee is improperly eaten, it can cause vomiting or even lead to a coma or death. To do it right, you need to know that the ackee's fruit's protective pod turns red and naturally opens, revealing the edible portion, which is the many yellow arrow that surround the toxic black seeds. The ackee fruit is originally native to West Africa, but was brought to Jamaica in 1778. In Jamaica, the harmful effects of ackee fruit are known as Jamaican vomiting sickness, and they're comfortable enough with it to have made it Jamaica's national fruit. The fruit can be tried in Jamaica paired with codfish, which is a
You've seen it before. We have it in the can.
Yeah, I've seen the can. I didn't know what it was, but I've seen it in the can.
In the U.S., however, the FDA banned all ackee, though they later allowed the sale of frozen or canned ackee.
Yeah.
The import of fresh ackee is still banned.
Okay, well, this is what I thought the whole video would be about. More stuff like that, but okay.
The Kinder Surprise Egg is a hollow chocolate egg that holds a plastic capsule that contains a toy. The toy is usually a simple collectible, like a tiny bike or a miniature beach bucket and pail. They are widely popular and are sold across the world, except in the United States. Not that it's hurting them any. In fact, even without the help from U.S. markets, Kinder sells more than 3.5 billion surprise eggs each year. Kinder Surprise Eggs have always been illegal in the United States. The 1938 regulation made it illegal to sell any candy that contains a non-nutritive object. Several efforts have been made to import the chocolate egg into the U.S. The federal government has continued its ban and recalled the item each time. Luckily for U.S. consumers, Kinder also makes the Joy Egg, which is a more recent version that's...
It's not the same, though. It's different vibe.
Joy it's so bad.
The American version?
The one from the European.
Oh, yeah. In Europe, it's good. It's nice. It's for the kids more. As an adult,
I want to see if there's a taste difference. Y'all say there's a taste difference, but I don't know.
I don't think
you guys always say,
no, I don't want no. Okay, so first of all, I'm saying it's a different vibe.
What's the vibe?
This is like a cream. That is an actual chocolate. Like, it's just different things. It's not the same thing. But anyway, it's more for the kids. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just like Easter egg kind of thing, you know.
Separates the toy from the chocolate in two sealed halves. The Joy Egg meets FDA.
You see, this is a cream. The actual thing is not a cream; it's a chocolate. It's like, if I remember correctly, it's the middle of it is a white chocolate, but the inner shell and outer shell is like the milk chocolate.
Regulations and is compliant with the Consumer Product Safety Commission. It's not exactly the same as the Kinder Surprise, but it's close enough so the fans across the U.S. can get their fix. So what do you think? What fans do?
What I would do with, if I was Kinder, I would just do like a Kinder Surprise bar like that. Kind of make a chocolate that is like that, and you know. But I'm not a Kinder.
You can tell them.
Yeah.
That they can send me. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. I don't know. I would want you to try this cheese.
That cheese is disgusting.
Because you said you love cheese.
Not with no fucking maggots in it.
That beats the other cheese we saw in, I forgot which country, but
Croatia?
the H cheese. Guys, of course, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.